guys, welcome back to
Lifestyle of the
Plebe
Pleb
and
and
Nameless. I'm Joan.
And I'm Coco.
Today is a special video because we're going to be talking about Turning Red. And it's one of the movies that I didn't really look too much into it until I came across my favorite YouTuber. She made like a review about it. And I was like, oh my god, I need to watch it.
I wasn't even going to watch it because I'm not really into like Disney Pixar movies anymore. I think the last one I watched was Monsters, Inc. That long ago. But Joan talked me into watching it. I heard there were controversies, but I didn't look into any of that. And after I watched it, I thought, oh my god, why is there controversies? So we're going to address those today.
Yes, it's a turning of age film about this Canadian-born Chinese girl. Her name's Mei Mei. And she's like your typical Asian girl. Like, she strives for perfection, aims to make her parents happy. It talks about her turning into a red panda and how she struggles to live with it and navigate her life.
Now that we've both seen this movie, we want to give you 5 reasons why you should watch Turning Red.
There will be spoilers in this video, so if you guys don't mind, you can keep on watching.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss other videos from us.
Number 1, it focuses a lot on family, and particularly the relationship between the mother and the daughter.
Yeah, and it reminds me so much of mother-daughter relationships in the Asian American household. I think it captured it really well.
Because her mother, she's strict, but at the same time, she's so loving.
Yeah.
They're always trying to balance, how can I love my daughter, but at the same time not be too overprotective?
Like, how do I guide her on the right path?
At first, she was very submissive to her mom, wanted to please her and everything, and then you could see as she goes through the movie, she grows up and like has her own thoughts.
Not only does she stand up to her mom in the end, in a respectful way, because she was telling her mom, I just want to also be myself. I don't want to give up this red panda. And her mom understood, yes, you can go your own path and still be my daughter.
Throughout the movie, there's so many like heartwarming details. Like, I would always remember my mom, she would bring fruits to me, to my room whenever we're studying.
And now she only brings it to your brother.
I know. Let's not talk about that.
She's very butthurt about that.
She checks in on her, like making sure that, you know, her blankets are not off of her.
And Asian parents always overfeed you. They always make sure you have enough to eat and more.
One of the criticisms that people had about this movie was that they were confused about the underlying message. Through Mei Mei's rebellious actions towards her mom, they thought that it was teaching kids it was okay to be rebellious.
I didn't see her as being rebellious. Like, yes, she made mistakes in the movie, but in the end, she makes amends with her mother. And she apologizes for doing those things. I feel like that's what a lot of teenagers do. Like, they go sneak out the house and go hang out with friends. I feel like this movie portrays real life really well.
And I think it teaches mothers and daughters a way to communicate with each other.
Yeah, because does it have to get to that point? To where your daughter is sneaking out the house? She made a whole presentation for you why she wants to go to this concert. But her mom was just like, no, a hard no. You're not going to this concert.
Yeah, so to be fair, there's faults on both sides.
And what is so bad about going to a concert? Like, seriously, she's a teenager.
Number 2, I really liked how they portrayed the teenage phase that girls go through. And also, they weren't shy to talk about the sexuality part of it.
How she has a crush.
Yeah, how she has a crush. And I know there's some criticism on that part too, how like she was, you know, drawing the guy and started drawing muscles, and then later on she drew some abs and she got kind of like heated. All teenage girls go through that phase.
We all have crushes at that age.
We all have hormones. And I think that it's better to put it out in a movie to tell people that, you know, hey, this is normal.
I feel like if you hide it, then you're telling people this is something bad, these urges that you have while your hormones are raging. But really, it's not. Everyone goes through this. We need to tell people that it's a normal process. You're just growing up.
And it makes it all more relatable to the audience.
Yeah. It was relatable to me. That scene when the mom sees it and she runs over to the Quickie Mart to go confront him.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. I was mortified for her.
I didn't realize that it was real. I thought she was like dreaming that was gonna happen until it was like really what happened. I was like, oh my god.
Mei wishes it wasn't real. Poor girl. And we all have those moments, right? Like our parents embarrass us.
They just don't care. Asian parents have no shame. They don't care if they embarrass you.
And it's okay. It's all part of growing up. And I do feel like this movie portrays Asian American life really
well.
accurately too.
How like the parents, they just show their unconditional love for you even whenever you feel like it's suffocating.
Yes.
And then of course the teenage phase, we gotta talk about 4ton, how they love the boy bands.
4town. Yes. Why are there 5 of them? It's called 4town.
I watched an interview. They did that just to confuse people.
I was confused.
I liked how she was like, you know, telling her friends like he knows how to speak French, like he's good at this, he's good at that, and then the last one, oh, and he's very talented too.
I definitely had boy band crushes when I was growing up. Like those were the kind of bands I liked.
Mine was like the K-pop bands.
Really?
Yes.
This just brings back like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and this is what it reminds me of. Their cheesy songs. And you know the music in this movie? Billie Eilish is part of it.
Oh, what?
I don't know if she wrote this song, but yes, she is one of the music people for this movie.
All mine.
Never not by your side.
Your side.
It was so catchy. Number 3, the friendships on the show. They're so sweet.
And it's so pure.
Yes.
She was always worried that her friends would like find out that she's a red panda. But it turns out that they loved her for it anyways.
As soon as they calmed down from the initial shock, they were like, oh, Mei, we love you.
So fluffy. My favorite was Amber. The girl with the bangs.
The Korean girl.
The Korean girl. She was so cute. And you know, she reminded me of the girl from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, okay.
Did she look like her?
I guess with the bangs.
She had those eyes, you know? She was so cute. I loved her. She was my favorite.
She was intense. I love her dance moves. She was like... And I love how they work together fundraising. Like, come on now, that's girl power.
That was the best idea ever.
It's showing you that girls can get things done. I also love how the friends always has her back. Because Mei was like, oh shoot, I smell bad today. I forgot deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
And her friend was just like, I got you, girl. And whips out her deodorant. I definitely had a small group of friends like this growing up. And it just reminded me so much of that.
Me too. Reason number 4 is that Mei, she wasn't a perfect character. And that's what I loved about her the most. Even though she always like wanted to impress her parents, she was also like scared of them because she didn't want to like disappoint them. That part where her mom went to the convenience store to ask the guy like, hey, did you seduce my daughter? And she didn't say a word. Like she just went along with her mom, letting her think that she didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
At that point, I was kind of mad at her. I was like, why didn't you like say something? Like it was you who did it. But then at the same time, I thought about myself. She's only like 12, 13. If I was in her shoes, I probably wouldn't have muttered a word either.
Okay, I forgave her for that part. But when the mom confronted her friends at the birthday party.
Exactly.
And she didn't say anything.
I was very mad at her.
Her friends took all the blame for taking her to the party. I was so mad at Mei then. Mei, how could you do this to your friend?
Like, because they were so nice to you. Like,
Yes.
she helped you with the red panda.
Her friend even picked up her Tamagotchi at the end. I love Tamagotchis. I have one.
But she's, you know, imperfect. It's her fear of disappointing her mom.
Kids these days need to see that other people have the same struggles as you. To know that it's a normal thing.
Yeah, and that you don't have to bottle it up inside yourself.
Yeah, because everyone lives so much on the computer and on social media nowadays, and people on social media only put out like the perfect thing. So kids grow up with a misconception.
That you need to be perfect.
Yes, and I think we need movies like this to show that it's okay. You don't have to be perfect.
And at the end, Mei, she chooses the red panda. She chooses to keep it, even though she had the choice to put it away.
And I don't think keeping her red panda just means her being rebellious to her parents. She finds a balance between doing what her parents says and doing what she wants in life too.
And I feel like watching that as an adult, it kind of like made me tear up a little bit, because growing up like in an Asian household, you always thought that like I had to be this perfect girl. I have to listen to my parents, grow up, choose a career that they want me to pursue.
Yeah.
But looking at Maymay's story, like it tells people that, hey, it's okay to like want things for yourself.
It's okay to carve out your own path in life. And my favorite quote in this movie is something her dad says to Maymay. And he says, people have all sides to them. Some sides are messy. It doesn't mean you push it away. You learn to live with it. So you just need to find your own balance in your life.
I love the dad so much. I feel like he was so supportive at that point. Even though all throughout he was a little bit chicken compared to the mom.
Yeah, the mom wore the pants in the family. And number 5, last but not least, is the production quality of this movie.
First of all, the animations, they blew me away. Going from the food scenes, they were so yummy. Like the dumplings the dad was making, and then also like the pork belly he was stir frying. Mm-hmm. And just the whole set of their house, it just reminded me of items that we had as house decor growing up. They also had the bamboo seats on their car.
Yes.
It's such an Asian thing.
Yes, that was so popular back in like the 90s and the early 2000s. Like all the taxi drivers would have that.
And also that scene where she was watching TV with her mom, it was like a soap opera. They actually got people from like Hong Kong, like TVB, to produce it for them.
Wow.
It reminded me of whenever I was like watching shows with my mom and we'd be like commenting about it. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, she totally shouldn't have done that.
And also I love the music. All the music in the show, not just the but the traditional Chinese music and how they modernized it, and also how they meshed like the song that the ants were singing to the Four Town song in the end.
That was so funny.
That was brilliant. And also, the writers of this movie captured the Canadian-born Chinese family life really well. I think they perfected it.
Yes. You
can tell all the details that go into this movie. It just adds to the production value so much.
I thought this whole movie, it was like a perfect blend between, you know, traditional culture and then blending it with the modern culture. Right. Kind of like us growing up, our parents wanting us to hold on to all the traditional stuff versus us seeing the Western world and wanting to belong in that too. Mm-hmm. So it's just like a perfect mesh. Just coming from like being Asian American, that we have a movie that represents us.
Yes. Finally. There's not that many of those, and it's so nice to see people like us on screen, even though it is in a cartoon form.
Right. And we're so glad that we came across this movie, and we loved it so much. It's so cute, and we think that you guys should give it a try too.
It has so much spunk, so just go and watch it. You will not be disappointed. It's such a heartwarming movie about choosing your own path in life that we all need to hear.
If you enjoyed our video, please give us a thumbs up.
Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more videos from us.
And make sure you ring the notification bell to stay updated on our channel.
Follow us on Instagram at PLEB Nameless. We have lots of exclusive content for you there.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next time on Lifestyle of the Plebe and Nameless. Bye!